Hey, this is Neil from the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs, and in today's video I'm going to talk about something very, very contentious, all about Jungle Scout, Helium 10, and why I do not use them for my own Amazon product research. Now, before we get into the video, make sure that you like the video, subscribe to my channel. If you've got any questions, comment below. And now let's get into the video. Here's something to think about, and it's an interesting thing to think about. Right now, let's see if we can see on here. I think there's around about 200,000 people use Jungle Scout as a piece of software, and my understanding of Jungle Scout is that most people who use Jungle Scout or Helium 10 or any of those kind of softwares that help you find products, they all use them in the same way. So they all have the same filters on. I'm looking for a product between $20 and $50 that weighs less than a pound, that has got 3-star reviews or higher, that has search terms of this, that will make me more than that. So all those different filters you can use. Do you think that you are the only person using those filters? Because you ain't. You ain't. Those are the exact same filters that every single person who uses Jungle Scout or Helium 10 or anything else like that uses. They all use the same filters. Now, here's an interesting question for you. Given that that's the truth, what do you think that means for the products that you come up with? You tell me. What does that mean for the products that you come up with? If everybody's using the same things, what does that mean for the products you come up with? What do you reckon, folks, on my call? Same, but different. Same products. That's right. I think Helium 10's got about 70,000 users, something like that. It's all similar. Everybody sells the same shit. Everybody's trying to sell the same shit. Now, if you are trying to sell exactly the same thing as somebody else, then you've just made your job so much harder. You've made your job so much harder. Because if any two things are exactly the same, the only thing your customer will look at is price. That's what they'll look at. And if that's the situation, it's just a race to the bottom. And let me tell you, a race to the bottom, you will lose. You will lose that race because Chinese sellers, who also use that, can sell much cheaper than you can sell. Much cheaper than you can sell because they can buy much cheaper than you can buy. So you just won't win. That's why, for me, it doesn't make that much sense. So I use them to get ideas. I use them to get indicative search. I use them to verify information, but I'm not basing my product searching decisions on filters that I run through Jungle Scout or Helium 10. I just don't, because for me, I don't want to put myself into a massively competitive market. Me and Kathy Lloyd were speaking about this the other day. If you want to come up with great ideas for products, you've got to use a different method to everybody else. That's just obvious when you say it out loud, but so few people use it. Now, you could argue that because of the strategies that we use in the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs, then we're also going to be in that same boat, you know, because everybody uses my own strategies for researching product ideas. However, I believe it is different, and here's why. In the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs, we've got like 1,800 people, something like that. Those 1,800 people sell in 9 different marketplaces, and those 1,800 people are dispersed amongst, you know, thousands of different categories. And so it is extremely unlikely that we will run into each other online. And let me tell you something else. I am now aware that other people outside of AOE have now been able to recognize Aussie Online Entrepreneurs listings because they're done so well and we do them in a particular way. So you will find very quickly, you'll see if there's other AOE listings out there. Because of the quality of them, you get to spot them pretty quick. I don't know if you've seen that. However, that's my take on that. And that is also why earlier I kind of mentioned to you as well, if you're interested in actually looking at different ways of sourcing products, you might want to go and take a look at this. Send to all. And that's got 10 different ways to source products, none of which rely on software. None of which rely on software. No Jungle Scout, no Helium 10, no Merchant Words, none of that relies on software. And that's the strategies I use to go source. Now, they are more advanced, no doubt about it, but that's what I use to source products. So if you're interested in that, have at it. All right, so lots of people agreeing with me on that. Pinterest is awesome. Yeah, Kate's very, very smart. Dominic says he used Helium 10 and found out the hard way. Here's something that I probably shouldn't say, but anyway, here we go. When people come to Aussie online entrepreneurs and they have been trained by other companies, it's very, very apparent that the product that they have chosen is going to fail. It's very apparent the product that they have chosen is in a hyper-competitive market, has not been differentiated, and they've just relied on something like Jungle Scout or Helium 10 to give them the numbers without actually thinking through what else they need to do to it. It's a shame, it's a crying shame, breaks my heart to see, but we see it heaps. I had an email this morning from somebody who'd purchased, I mean, this is just nuts, 3,000 units as their first order. I won't tell you where they came from. 3,000 units as their first order, and they've just got a Me Too product. It's going to be extremely difficult to get rid of because they weren't told how to do it properly. It sucks, but it's the truth. Hey, thanks so much for watching that video, and I hope that you got some massive value from it. Before you go, do you live in Australia? If you do, this is for you. Would you like to learn how to sell things on Amazon here in Australia? Would you like to know what sells really, really well and what sells for the maximum amount of profit? Would you like to know where you can source those products from, whether that be in China or here in Australia, and how to source them so you pay bottom dollar and get maximum value for what you're doing? If you do, please subscribe to my channel and like this video, and you'll learn that and much more. It's the exact same information that people like Jeff from New South Wales have used to make $45,000 a month on Amazon, that Sue, who's from the sunny coast, has used to purchase herself a brand spankly BMW every single year as a result of her e-commerce business, and the lovely Kate from Bowral in New South Wales has used to make $32,000 a year on, a month, not a year, a month on Amazon, and indeed Anthony, who makes $15,000 a month on Amazon, selling, as he puts it, odds and sods. If you'd like to learn the exact same information that they use to maximize their profits for their Amazon businesses, subscribe to this video, like my channel, post below if you want me to teach you something. Okay, I'm out of here. Speak to you soon. Bye. Subscribe. Do it now.